Please work right. Come on, just work right, please. Please. Alright. We all, for various reasons, that dog, have arrived at this desolate, necrotic, energy-filled castle, formerly known as Greenvale. All of us have our various motives. And we're sneaking in this castle because we're all pretty legit and know what we're doing. Big ass thick wall. How'd you guys get to it? Did you guys come in any problems here? You got all kinds of druid stuff you did? You do something naturey? You're just a badass dwarf. Did you just hammer something through it?
Jumped over the wall.
You just straight jumped over the wall. Alright. What I'd like to hear. And roll a stealth check. I'm pretty awesome at stealth. Not to brag. D20. Yeah, that's your friend. And then these are your inspirations. So if you decide to sing a song for us or grab your guitar and play, and you're kind of like, I'm a badass, but I'm also a hard-ass dwarf, so I kind of don't give a fuck. All of a sudden you hear, brain. Some zombies appear. And we'll throw in a couple little skeleton archers. And you're like, dang, I shouldn't have been singing that song in my head. I should have probably been paying attention to these fucking skeletons and zombies just hanging out. When you're trying to sneak into this castle, I don't know what you were thinking. Off in your head, listening to your jams.
I've done this 1,000 times, you know.
You have done this 1,000 times.
I get bored of it sometimes, get distracted, forget what I'm actually doing.
But man, that beard, it needs to be bigger.
Mm-hmm.
You're still not big enough.
Oh, I want to run straight for him.
Okay,
Whack,
so
whack.
1, 2, 3, 4. Bottom, at the bottom left. That's your cheat. That's your cheat sheet on your cheat sheet.
Knock his head off.
Not quite yet. Not quite yet.
No?
Where'd you put that Budweiser at?
Oh crap! Did I not take it out of you?
Oh, look.
I rolled straight into him, and then I took his legs out from underneath him. They snapped right off at the kneecaps.
So and then like his top half kind of like hovered there for a 2nd, like cartoon style. How do you want to finish him off?
Like a watermelon, that old comedian.
Yeah, you're gonna Gallagher him
Yeah.
with it. Doing one of these, and then he kind of falls over on his back, and then you just drive it in.
Watermelon.
Okay, roll a dexterity save. So you got a 10. So the blood and guts is now covering at least the bottom half of your robes from the Gallagher. Blood got all over you, but it's been a long time since you've been in battle. It feels good to be back. Alright, it's their turn. I'm gonna go and hit that thing, make it a little easier for my editing. Technically I should have had you guys roll initiative, but I didn't give a fuck. So the zombie, he's not super happy with you. He is happy that you are shorter because you're a dwarf, so his brain? His face is right there at brain level, so he's happy about that. So we'll just say he's doing a bite attack, so he definitely missed. Zombie's like, brain? And he's like, I've never eaten dwarven brain before. I bet it's good. Starts like salivating so much that when he goes in for that bite, it can't get purchased on your skin. So it just kind of slides off and maybe bites down so hard because he was so excited that like a little tooth flies out. He's like, burns. And he's very sad about that. Alright, skeleton with the sword and shield, Gary, he is going to go and attack you. He rolled a 1. It is a critical failure. Gary turns around and he's just so excited because he's been working for these guys for a while and he just promised he's going to get to kill some people. But all he's been doing is walking around and he's getting so annoyed by these zombies saying brains all the time. Because, come on, brains. He's ready to strike and then you kind of look at him, you got to bitch check him. Roll intimidation.
25.
Okay, so you basically are gonna like bitch check this skeleton as hard as you possibly want. How does this occur? Gary turns around and he's just like, I finally get to kill someone. Also, I'm kind of pissed off he did 9 damage to me. You bitch check him, and he's coming. He's like, they don't have faces or like muscles and stuff, so you can't really see emotions on skeletons very well. This guy, he's like 24 to 24 amount of scared. So he's just like pauses there for a second, shield right here, and he's like this. If he had a butthole, some poop probably would have come out of it after you bitch checked him so hard. Kick his shield up a little bit, and it just like shatters his skeleton skull. And he's still standing there, because he's a skeleton. Who needs a head if you're undead? Hey, yeah, who needs a head if you're undead? Now it's the skeleton archer's turn. All right, so This bastard. That's some bitch. He hit you with a dang arrow. The skeleton here, and then there's a zombie here, and you take out axe hammer like it's a pig, and you're going do air guitar style, and then you go for the whirlwind. You go poo, and then this skeleton who doesn't have a head, you hit up in the crotch and just go straight up
him down the middle.
through the pelvis, up through the rib cage,
Yeah.
and the ribs are like a xylophone. We're like, you know, and it goes right through the brain. Go ahead and roll another dexterity save. Let's see how much more blood you got on you. If you got the blood on you, there's also bones from the skeleton that like fell too, and then like stuck to the blood. So left there unchecked will probably congeal into the blood and become part of your robe. Say you ran up on him, you just had those awesome kills. You're just like, man, I need to think of something really funny to do to this guy. But as you're running up, like, you kind of have another dirt moment. But you can't think of the funny thing, it's not coming to you, and then you get up to him, and then it's one of those things where it's like when you're driving, all of a sudden you realize, I'm driving, but like totally whiffing him. Now this guy, he had the audacity to shoot you with an arrow. You! With an arrow! Grab an arrow and then shove it up his ass. I'm gonna call that an athletics check. So you already just took a skeleton out through the pelvic region. You're not particularly happy. Now you got all this, you're kind of happy with the blood and gore on you. But the fact that you now got a hole like right here in your nice robe, nice bloody robe, you're like, I gotta get some revenge on this guy. So you thankfully, skillfully grab that arrow and then ram it so far, so hard, so fast up him. Basically, his head literally ends up in his ass. And also makes a nice xylophone sound. Go ahead and roll another dexterity save. We need practice.
5.
-2, a 3. I'm glad you are bad at these dexterity saves. You have even more bones covering the blood